Okay, so that was me doing a handstand on carpet floor instead of doing it on one of these mats. So the question of the day, the tip of the day, is should you do handstands on carpet? And this is actually ties into what I did back then. I used to train handstands pretty much exclusively on carpet because my house is just carpet everywhere. Upstairs kitchen actually doesn't have carpet, but feels kind of not as comfortable doing handstands in the kitchen area. But what I'm trying to get at is you can do handstands on carpet if that's your only option, if training there is easier, but you have to know about a few consequences. One being that when you actually do handstands on the carpet, your hand, your wrist, the point of where you apply most pressure will sink into the carpet a bit more, and that will bend your wrist a bit more, which basically means you have a higher risk of injuring your wrist. And that is something you got to be careful of, because I do remember back then my wrists were always not in pain, but they would be a little sore. I could still do things, but they were kind of annoying, just an annoying feeling. I don't ever do handstands on carpet anymore, and I don't feel any pains on my wrists now, so that's something to be careful of. That would be my tip of the day. If carpet is your only choice, then go for it. Just be careful, always stretch your wrists, always try to keep them strong. And if you have one of these, which is a mat for a rolly desk chair, basically back then, like 8 years ago, I used to sit at the desk with a rolly chair, play like MapleStory and stuff, but now that I don't use that desktop computer anymore, I just use my laptop. I moved this to here. This is actually more of a, I only started this maybe a couple months ago, using these. So, but they've been pretty good. They're good for splits, they're good for doing handstands on, push-ups, anything where if you were doing a carpet, it's just not as good, because I'm gonna try a handstand and I don't think I can actually successfully do one on this carpet, because it's sort of I don't know. I feel like this should be better than this, but for some reason this carpet right here, let's see. Yeah, it's very weird. I'm doing exactly what I would normally do, like for instance here. See, now I overcompensated because I was thinking about that one. But this one, I feel like I have to kick more in order to get above my head. And I'm not really sure exactly why. But let's try to kick a little less on this one. That was better. Okay, I had to move my hand a little bit just to adjust, but that's okay. That's my tip of the day. Try your best to avoid carpet if you can, just to keep your wrist safe. Try to find something a bit harder to do your handstands on, to practice your handstands on. Now let's go ahead and do what I normally do, which is some hand hop progressions. And I'm gonna try and do and add a few different things. Right now, previously I've been doing right hand, left hand, also both hands, and just hopping as many times, basically 2 times. So today, let's go ahead and try a few L freezes. L freezes tend to be difficult for me on my left side, but right side is a bit better. Let's see. I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit. Let's go ahead and take it easy for now, because this is like, I haven't done an L-freeze for a very long time. Let's say a couple months. So let's go ahead and just do 3 and then do 2 sets of that on both sides. So I just do a cartwheel, leave this left leg up and try to bend my right. That one was bad, but I'll still count it. It's 1, 2, 3. They're getting better as I do them, but I know left side's gonna suck. All right. So left side, this knee usually ends up doing like a Nike freeze instead. Like I don't pull it behind me, I keep it in front. That is an issue that I need to fix with my L freezes. At least that was the last time, what happened like a few months ago. I'm just gonna do a cartwheel first. Very awkward. It feels awkward. I can't really try to grab my foot. Okay, 3rd time's the charm. Gotta really keep this stable. Flex my shoulders as well, and then just grab my feet. Not quite. I'll get it on the 2nd set, hopefully. But that's a good start. This is what I did like a couple months ago. I used to try to do them just anytime I could, because I feel like I've heard that the progression is L freezes. After L freezes, you get pikes, pike freezes. There might have been one in between that, but pike freezes. And then from there, after you have pikes, basically it should already feel like you're in a hand hop position. In the meantime, let's do 2-handed hand hops. Let's try to upgrade to doing always 3. Let's see how that goes. Okay, just checking my form, trying to bend my knees the correct way. That felt solid, but I'll have to check with the camera later. Left side seems to be off axis. I gotta adjust. That's because I bend my left first. That means I just gotta not kick as hard. Okay, that was 3. But I know I didn't have like great form because I felt my knees sort of doing that instead of that. So let's do that one more time. Okay, that time I definitely tried my best to like do that versus that. So only did 2, but that's not bad. Let's finish off with 2 more L freezes and then hand off some each side. I'm running out of breath. I don't usually talk and do this, so it's like, okay. Okay. They're definitely better than the first set. Okay, that one felt pretty good. Just gotta hold it for just a little bit longer, like 1 or 2 more seconds, and then I feel like that would be a legit L freeze. Okay. Left side. Okay. Okay, that was better than the first set. I'm happy with that. Let's move on. Each side, and then we'll be done. Okay. Just gotta catch my breath for a second. Okay. I feel like my body's not twisting the right way. It's kind of strange. Whatever, I'm just gonna kick anyways. Okay. I feel like doing those exercises actually made me more tired. Like I can't do this as well. For the sake of the video, let's just keep going. I would normally just take a break, but let's finish this off, and then hopefully tomorrow my body will be ready for this, since I did come off a 4-day break. One more time. Okay, that's gonna be it for today. If you enjoyed the tip of the day, be sure to like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.